Okay, hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to do a monster video, a big one. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and make it as fun and as interesting as possible for you. So, it's a critique, but it's a critique slash drinking game. And as you know, I love to be drinking and I love critiquing. So, I want you to do the same with me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through people's photos here and I'm going to give them a score out of 10. So let's say a great photo gets 10, rubbish photo gets 1. And what I want to do is just before I go into critiquing each photo, I want you to pause the video and you to write down, okay, I think Dom's going to give this a score of 6. And when it gets to the end of me critiquing that one photo, if I give it a score of, let's say, 8, then that means you are 2 bits wrong. And that means you have to drink 2 fingers worth of beer, or whatever fruity cocktail you may be having. In fact, and if you get it completely wrong, if let's say you say, oh, Dom thinks this is amazing, it's a 10, and I say it's a 1, then you have to down your whole drink. And if you're Scottish and you get it exactly right, then that means you can down the whole drink as well. So it's a win-win situation every single week. So this is the Dom Bauer beer drinking, critiquing, drinking game. Oh, so good. Okay, so I've got a lot to catch up on here, and I'm just going to get straight into it. So here is the first one from a Lee Ditton. Oh no, he's actually told me you pronounce the name as Dayon. I know I struggle sometimes. Thank you very much, Dayon. I'm only going to call you Dayon from now on. I'm sure we had somebody else before. Anyway, let's get on with the critiquing. Okay, so first one. Let's see. Nice big photo, good size, fits on my screen very well. Good model, interesting outfit, very dark black. Oh, pause the video. Pause the video. Now, guess what I'm going to guess what score I'm going to give it. Okay. Hope you've written down your numbers. I shall now critique. Okay, good picture. Blacks are very black though. She seems to be very close to a kind of grungy area. Makeup and stuff's pretty badass around the eyes. Okay. Model, yeah, okay. This photo is suffering from a couple of things. One, it's very much just a head. Now, I know this is eye contact. It's all about the eye contact. But if it's eye contact just from a random head, it's kind of a bit scary. It's kind of a bit horror film going on here. Now, the makeup that she's got on and the little fascinator thing in her head doesn't quite go with the kind of grungy look. Now, it may work if you were doing a total contrasting here, but I don't think there's the contrast really worked here because really we're just seeing the head. Also, lighting-wise, looks like the only lighting you've got is coming from the outside. Here, I would really have liked to see some lighting coming down onto the hair, some rim lighting, just to give her some separation from the black doom which is in the background. Okay, so score-wise, out of 10, I'm going to give this, I'm going to be harsh, I'm going to give this only a 4. Okay, so however many bits you were wrong with there, you must drink that in terms of fingers. Okay, so fingers, that's 1 finger. Let's go. Okay, next one. Camilla. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the same model. Everyone, make your scores. Figure out your numbers. Guess what I'm going to give this out of 10. Okay. Let's see. So Dayon, you have given us this one, and the model's name is Camilla. Now, it looks like you've done a little bit of editing on the skin. However, I would have done a bit more spot reduction on bits of hairs like the forehead. So it looks like you've done softening. However, you can still see the dots underneath. So I would always do softening, then spot removal, and then maybe a bit more softening afterwards. Sharpness of the eyes looks great. Looks really good. and lighting on her looks good. Colour-wise is good as well. She looks like she's almost in like a boxing ring or something like that, or like in a boxing club with that kind of hood up. It's quite cool, seeing her arm up there, strong makeup, and I like the gazing off to the side there. However, the editing that's done, or the location that you're in or something, what it's done is given her very much a pink nose. It looks like she's either A, she's got the cold, or B, she's in the cold, and her nose is a little bit more pink than the rest of her head. So watch, I don't know if you can edit that down, maybe calm the saturation down just a little bit on the nose so it becomes a bit more in the same skin tone as her, because at the minute, her nose is the same skin tone as her lips. And also, that angle for her possibly isn't the best, because I am kind of looking up and seeing brains up there. So maybe if there's a model with a much smaller nose, or with a nose that came down a little bit more, that'd be good. But I'm really focusing right up her nose just now, and I'm almost not noticing her eyeballs. Great sharpening you've done there as well. But okay, score-wise, angle, model. This one definitely gets more than the last one. I'll give it 5 out of 10. Oh, I'm so harsh. Okay, let's go on to your next one. Parliament. Now, you have said somewhere here that you were in... I went through a big HDR stage, which including some... which I have included some, but I'm now steering towards the portrait stuff. Okay, good work. I see the portrait. Okay, this is definitely an HDR, and it's an HDR clearly of London. That is London. It's Big Ben is the bell, but the actual tower is Big Ben's Tower or something like that. What's it called? Well, it's attached to Parliament. Okay, a little tip for everyone here: that the Big Ben bit that everyone thinks that isn't actually that. Big Ben is the bell which is inside that. So I think it's just called the Bell Tower or something like that. I can't quite remember. Okay, so make your scores of what you think I'm going to give this. Okay, if you've given the score. Okay, HDR. Yes, you've done HDR. You're shooting pretty much straight into the sun. You've got some blown out sky there. However, the rest of the sky here is kind of a bit just grey and dirty. That's one of the issues with a lot of HDR, is that it makes photos just look... The bits which aren't of real interest are just grey and guff. This kind of area is quite cool, but again, the sun was so bright, it is just kind of blowing all this stuff away. Pose and angle, we don't really have a leading line. We've got a little bit of a line here, and then it's just all this dead space here, and a lot of dead space at the top, and it's the main element, which is this and that, just isn't that really in the photo. Or certainly if this was on a page with lots of photos, I wouldn't bother stopping and looking at this. So really get an idea. I'd say if you got closer to the bridge and you had that more leading into the line, maybe if you're zoomed in more and where the actual subject took up more of the picture. So I'm sorry, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. Oh, that didn't hurt. Next one. Okay, you've gone for HDR here. Everyone, give your score. I'm just going to drink because I'm drinking. Okay, so this one. Whew, what is this? Reculver Towers. Reculver Towers. Yet another HDR attempt taken of the steps leading back from the beach. Steps leading back from the beach. Okay. Okay, cool. That looks like a cool building. That looks like a cool thing to shoot. And it's almost like you've got 2 images going on. In fact, no, there's like 3 elements going on here. At a terrible angle. Okay, so this shot here is cool. We've got the great play of the warm sun with the kind of evil darkness over here, with the scary building, and at the jaunty angle, which may have been better straight, but if at a bit of an angle there, it does give this kind of like, ooh, haunting, scary feel. But then it comes down to this. We've got this big bright green turd right in the front, which is kind of like, whoa, explosion of green. And it's kind of also, strangely, it's got a face. Like eye, nose, and a mouth, which is kind of, I'm really looking, it looks like, what's that green thing that was in Ghostbusters? Slimer. Slimer, wherever his name was. It looks like Slimer's been squished and shoved on the picture. That almost like it's been photoshopped in. So here the green is distracting from the dramaticness of the bright and dark and the good and the bad and the evil building and the jaunty angle. So this is almost two shots in one go. So, but to critique it, yeah, big green seaweed cover the rocks that had some foreground interest. I would say that the foreground interest here is actually a foreground distraction. Also, I would straighten up. Okay, so score-wise, I'll give it 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, because I think I might pop past this one if it was on a website with lots of pictures on it. Maybe. Okay, let's go on to your next one. So this one's the steps. Okay, another HDR shot. Okay, everyone put down your score here. Okay, wherever this Reculver place is, this looks cool. I want to go here. This looks awesome. The HDR dramaticnism that you've given to the shot looks great. It looks cool. It looks like a computer game. So in terms of photography, it loses its photographic edge and becomes more of a just how well you've manipulated the shot. You've also got some weird oh my god, orb of Jesus coming through the sky there, which is a bit odd. And also the stairs you've got this kind of distraction of the stairs up there. The green stairs are nice and moldy, so I'm guessing the sea comes in this high or something like that. But what's the interest here? It's not like it's leading up to something, and the stairs themselves don't really represent anything. This image is really just an almost image. It's like this is a you went to this location, you took this shot, and then you're using this to say, right, I like this area, I want to get a model here, or I want to put something in this image, or I want to do something here in the future. This isn't like the final image. This is like location scouting image. So, Lee Dayon. Score-wise for this one, I'm going to give this a 2. A 2. You never know. After I've had more beers, I might be like, yeah, that's amazing, I'll give that 10. No, just now, that's getting a 2. So far everyone, that's the first critique up. What I'll do is I'll have a little break just now, so you can either go get another beer and watch this really boring advert. And what I'll do is I'll put an advert between each one. I'll put a nice little block so that you can see, oh, it's a break, and now it's on to a new person. Because I'm just going to do a whole bunch tonight. So, Lee Dayon. No, I don't want to install. Install right now? No, not now. Go away. Good shots. Although I've given you harsh scores, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying they're not up to 10s or anywhere near that yet. You need to work on a bit more of the lighting and a bit more of your positioning. And calm down in the HDR. Get the subject of interest and the angles and the composition sorted. Hope that helps. Okay, everyone, get a beer. Okay, let's go. This one, okay, the person is playing a guitar. The person looks quite interesting. Whatever editing you've done, you've recovered too much of his face, and his face is just this kind of grey, pasty blah. There's no kind of texture to his face. Also, these random lights are a little bit distracting, considering there's no differentiation of his head to the black background. It is black, 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 black all over the place. The lighting on him is absolutely fine, but that's obviously the stage lighting. But the background, there's nothing to separate him from anything. It just looks like there's these weird lights going on here. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. Next one, 1 out of 10. Next one, 2 out of 10. Getting some love. Oh, now this. Oh, okay. This one. Everyone, make your marks. Make your numbers. Considering, guess what I'm going to score this one as. Okay, getting some love. Getting some love. Let's read this one. I can't. Getting some love. Taken at a local bar during Yin Yang Twins concert. Everyone is wearing green because it was Green Beer Day. Awesome! Think St. Patrick's Day on steroids. Awesome. I like that already. Okay, first of all, you're not taking it from a total pedestrian point of view. You seem to be behind the stage or on the stage or something like that. You're getting both the person, the kind of guy, and the audience. You're getting the audience interaction. You're also getting this great flare from some light up in there. So you've got light, light, light and flare going on, yet you've exposed it well for the crowd and for the person, and you've got the green going on there. So that's not bad. That's getting a little bit better. This is not what anyone with a camera could have got, because you seem to be in a different position, different place. However, your timing seems to be interesting for the crowd, but for the actual musician, he just looks like he's bored, or he's like squeezing out a fart and hoping no one will notice. He's like going like that, and the crowd are going, "You did it! You farted! You farted!" So, cool position, good exposure, good kind of capturing of stuff. However, get the act, the subject, the person in a better pose, in a better position, something like that. Next one, anyone could have taken that photo with their camera phone. Next one, no swimming. I don't see any river. I just see a very dull, muddy path. Could be the start of a horror film. Okay. Nazwas. Self-portrait. Okay, self-portrait. Yes! Now this is better. Okay, out of all of it... sorry, everyone. Make your scores. Make your scores. I suspect some of you may be very drunk by now. Okay, so this one is self-portrait. Let's see what you've said here. Self-portrait. I was having trouble sleeping on night and decided to take portraits. I used 3 1K LED lights I've used on several film productions for university. I accidentally didn't have my camera on RAW. So I couldn't edit this the way I wanted. But do you know what? This is cool. This is a brilliant photo. This is a great one to finish on, I would say here. You've got your 1K LED lights. Wait, are LED lights ever 1K? Because 1K is like 1,000 watts. And the LED lights are meant to use like nothing watts. So I'm surprised they're 1K. Or is it they're equivalent of 1K lights. Got ya. I like how they are in the background, how they are shining towards the camera, how they're giving off a haze, how they're giving you great lighting. These lights aren't actually just the actual main lighting. You've got a light to the side over here, and then you've got the light there and everything like that. You do look a little bit cross-eyed, but I like the pictures in the background. I like the kind of studio. I'd like it to be even more of a mess. I'd like to see a computer at the side. I'd like to see this a little bit more at an angle as well, just because it is kind of a bit of you straight into the camera, but you're just off center. You're just a little bit to the side. Okay, but out of 10, I'm trying to think, if this was on like a big website with lots of photos, would I stop at this one? Would I? I think I would. I think I would stop at this one. But then I would stop at it and I'd be like, oh, it could have been better. So for this one, I'm going to give you a big 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Yes. 5 out of 10. Be happy with that. Be happy with that. Okay, good work. And you did say, yes, I can use all your photos for everything. Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, next person. Oh, everyone, go have a beer, get another one. Break time now, I think. And we'll come back and get some more. Okay, this one, Sabrina Alt-Said has said, hi Dom, first of all I want to thank you for your help with all the free tutos you give us in order to help us take photo skills to the next level. I have finally the courage to show you my photography work and ask for critique. I've put my best shots in a Flickr folder. Oh, not looking at that. Thanks in advance. Before and after this period, I'm glad you... unfortunately, you haven't given me the go-ahead to actually use your photos, nor have you actually added them into the email. Sorry. Okay, these next shots are from a Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor says, hello, Mr. Dom. I would like to ask... I've only been shooting for 3 months. Oh my god, so young. So young in the photography world. But have made significant improvements. Well, of course you're going to make... But yes. While this is just hobby, I truly love to know as much about the craft as possible. All oh my god, I'm so drunk. All post-processing, yeah, I had about 5 beers before I started this, so don't think my 1 beer's got me drunk, yeah, whatever. Is all done in Lightroom 3. Please be as harsh and thorough as necessary. It is the only way I will continue to improve. Good reply, good answer, good awesomeness. Chris Taylor, I like your attitude already. And again, he, like other people, says, rights agreement. I, Chris Taylor, hereby give Don Barrow the rights to replicate my images on his YouTube channel and his blog. I also appreciate what Don has harshly liked to my images. Yes, I like this. Okay, right. Just because I like it doesn't mean I'm going to be nice to it. First one. Okay, everyone, I'm actually having to now up the game. I'm going on to both the wine and the beer at the same time, because beer than wine makes you fine, wine than beer makes you queer. So I'm going from beer then on to wine, because that's the way you meant to do it. So, first shot. Brilliant, you've given me all those stats, I'll read them at some other point. Okay, blue shot. This is a shot of a band. It's very black and white. Again, black and white is usually very good if you are... Wait, has everyone made their score? Have you made your score? Make your score. Guess what I'm going to give it. Now, I'll get back onto this. Black and white is always very good if you are doing it in a kind of stage lighting, because it's usually like very orange or just like crap colouring. It's very difficult to work with. You seem to have your white points and your black points sorted. There seems to be very, very black, certainly on my screen that I'm seeing it here. The angle, it looks like there's a person in the way of this photo. It's like this person here, is that his leg or something going on there? And whoever's playing this guitar is kind of sitting there and you can't really see what's going on there, and there's just a big stereo system here. It looks like a t-shirt up here, and then the person who I'm guessing is the main object of attention is very dark, and he's kind of taken over by somebody else's hand, and he's just not in there. So the subject that you're shooting is either hidden and not well framed by the stuff that's around you, or well lit. He looks happy though. So in terms of your editing, that's absolutely fine, but the actual image capture is not so great. You really need to get a different position or something. So here I'm going to give you the 2 out of 10. Some of you may be realising I am so harsh. You might be all thinking, I'm not giving Dom any more than like 1 out of 10 for everything. But it doesn't matter. If you're lower or above, is wherever you are, you still need to drink something. Okay, this next one. Cassie. Figure out, guess what I'm going to score this. Guess. Ooh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah. Okay, this one, Cassie. Let's see. Oh, what have we focused on? Have we focused on Cassie's eye? Let's see. Oh no, that's a little bit blurry. Have we focused on the fur in her eyebrow? Or maybe just about there. Just about there. That's not interesting. Up there. That's not interesting. What is interesting is that. I want to see that. I don't want to see that. So, damn. Okay, this is kind of one of those cases where the old phrase of spray and pray really works, because with a gorilla you can't say stay still, don't move, let me really work on my focus. Your camera may just be kind of going, oh my god, what's this? It's covered in black and furry, what do I focus on? So you really need to know exactly where it's going to be, or make sure that you're focusing, especially if you're using something like a Canon 5D Mark II or whatever it is you're using. The focus on the 5D is pretty pump. Well, so it's been reported as. So you want to make sure it's all about the eye, it's all about the connection with his gorilla. This is our closest ancestral relative genetically. I think, no, actually it's orangutans, but this is just as close. And what we want to see here is a connection that we get with its eyes, with its emotion, with its humanness of its eyes. I don't care about its furriness or its fluffiness or even its nose or anything like that. I want to see the human aspect right in its eye. So this is one where you go photo, and just hope to God that you get one shot where it's properly on focus there. Manual focus may help if you've got perfect eyes and your screen is doing absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, you've just got this is a spray and pray moment. If you're that close to something which is that awesome, shoot as much as you can. And unfortunately, in this one, you are just out of focus. However, I say that though, squeeze it down to you know, like the size of a book, you know, or like that. No one will be able to tell. So it still wins. It's still good. It is still close and like you know, connected with the gorilla. So score wise, 5 out of 10. No, 4. Go with 4. Okay, next one. Where's it gone? Dying off. Ooh, oh no, drying off. Okay, drying off. So I guess you had a good old day at the zoo. What the heck is going on with its eye? Oh no, that's just some water. Okay, everyone, make your score. Make your score. Make your score. Oh. Okay, so this one is polar bear. That's what it is, and he's shaking off all his water. Kind of cool. Kind of amazing capture. A very high shutter speed obviously has been used here, and because it's frozen all the water drops in time, and that is cool. That is a cool shot, especially how it's all its hair as well is also like totally exploding. Position though, it is very much side on. That would work. That would be an amazing photo if the background was totally black. If the background is totally black and you just saw this like amazing shower of water exploding off the polar bear, that would be amazing. However, the background is green, it's a tree, it's a bit of a cave or whatever it is in the background. The background is distracting. But I like it. However, again, the crop, this is where editing afterwards, I think if you'd cropped in so it's a bit more like, you know, just there, that would be a bit better. Because you're showing me just too much of just kind of nothing going on here. Or even if you went even further back and you could see the height of the water going up and it falling down, that would be very cool as well. So here is an amazing capture, but it's just not quite there. It either needs to be cropped right in, or it needs to be expanded out, or it needs to have a totally black background. So, score out of 10, giving this 3 out of 10. 3. Gets 3. Next one. Quiet moment. Oh! Everyone, make your scores, and drink your failness in your last one. Okay. Quiet moment. Right. Okay. Looks like you're shooting all this with a D3100. Awesome camera. Awesome camera. It's amazing. Anyone who thinks that they need a better camera, shut up. D3100. Yeah. It's really good. It's really good camera. Okay, so here, this one's quiet moment. Taking a family wedding at a beach. Oh, so cute. In South Carolina. She just looked so relaxed and in deep thought. Amazing, you're right. I tried to go for a softer, older feeling, edit style by dropping the blacks contrast and warming up the white balance. The weird thing is, although she's a child, what, like 3 years old, 4 years old, the look on her, the way her hair has moved, it almost looks adult-like. It's really weird. Really weird. You've gone down to her level. Good work. Good work. Remind me of your name. Chris Taylor. Good work, Chris Taylor. Getting down to the kid's level. And getting close. And getting that shallow depth of field. What were you using here? You were using f5.6, really? Or 55mm. I love the plainness of the background. I love the warmth of the light on the child. I love her odd, adult, pensive look that she's got. I think that's very cool. I like this one a lot. And I like how you can still see her little thing on her thing. That thing. It's not brochure. Bouquet. No, it's not bouquet either. Something. Anyway, yes, I like this one a lot. It would be nice to have this, maybe as a montage of this, and maybe 3 photos in a little, what do you call it, chip typography, you know, whatever it is, you know, where you have like 3 photos together where it's her looking down, and her looking at the camera, then her smiling. That would be so beautiful, it'd be so cute if you could get like 3 emotions in one image rather than one photo. I think that'd be amazing. So yeah, good shot. Score out of 10. Now, if this was on a big page with lots of things, what would I give it? I'm going to give this one a 6.5? 6. Is that the highest score I've given so far? I think it is. I think that's good. 6. You're getting a 6, Chris Taylor. You're getting a 6. You lucky man. Now, is that all? Oh, there's one more. Oh, you're so lucky. So lucky. Okay, Chris Taylor, this looks like State Street Bridge. Okay, you've like gone whacked out on the blacks and the whites here, and the blacks are so black I can't see anything. This bridge is just like one big black blob going on there. I can't see any detail going on there at all. The buildings, I don't know this city. I don't know if this very dull square building is of any interest whatsoever. I suspect that the bit that is of interest is the bridge here. And unfortunately, you've made it so black that I can't really see it. I can't even see whatever it is that's underneath it. What is this? Is this like is that a place for people to walk onto, or is that no wake zone? I don't know if that is a boat or if that's like a bit underneath the pier or anything going on there. It all seems a bit of an angle. No, I guess that's the road is at an angle. Oh, wait a minute! Look at that image. Oh my god, what's amazing about that image? Look at the background. Look at that day. Oh, that is the cool bit of this image. Seeing the buildings and this really cool like array of like lights and off and on and all that. Cause it's like a digital watch, and it's just how it fades up into the blackness or into the mush. That is where you should have got the photo. It's something down there. All the rest of this, I'm not interested in it whatsoever. But the mist of that day, that I think is what would be very cool. So, score-wise on this one, let's see, Chris Taylor. 1. 1 out of 10. Because you didn't go for the thing which was of interest, or which would have made a good image, and the thing which you did get, which is meant to be of interest, it's too dark to actually see it. Okay, Chris. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, let's go on to the next person. Have a break. If you're really drunk, you may need to go throw up. That's fine. But you have to come back and you have to keep on doing it until I throw up as well. Okay, so the next person we've got sending me some stuff is a Johnny Walton. And he's from Newcastle. He says, let's get the formalities out of the way. I hereby give Don Barr the rights to do everything awesome. Thank you very much. He's 24 years old and currently lives in sunny Newcastle upon Tyne. He trained as a video guy, but he's now really into photography and he wanted my critique. Okie dokie. Right, first shot, Broad Walk Party. Right, everyone, make your scores and get ready for drinking. And I shall critique this one. Okay, so this shot here, Johnny Walton, is a photo of some fireworks going off behind Broadwalk, which is like a restaurant or something, and it's a kind of a sea beside the beach or something like that. Brilliant! I love it. I think it's a great shot. That is a well-exposed sky. Lovely long exposure for the water to be nice and smooth. We've got a great little aspect of the lighthouse out here. Yeah, we've got the kind of like smoke chimneys in the background. We've got the sunset going on here. We've got the blue sky up here. And then we've got these beautiful fireworks going on up here. The little bit at the front is a little bit dull. This kind of random wall which you're standing behind is a bit dull. But let's just see if it was a shot which was kind of like maybe there. That would be the crop that I would probably go for. Maybe just a little bit bigger. I don't know. Yeah, just about there. Yeah, because I don't really need to see all that down there. But that is a very well composed shot. You've got the location, you've got the action, and you've got the kind of calmness at the side as well. It is a good kind of, there's a circle of entertainment going on in this image. I like that one a lot, and it's just a great time of night, well exposed, very well done. Long exposure for the fireworks to go all the way up and explode, yet they're not totally blown out. Johnny, well done, Johnny Walton. Score out of 10. I'm going to give this one 7. Ooh, 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's getting 7. That's good. 7. Okay, next one. Guarding the door. So this is from one of your walks around Newcastle. Interesting shot, interesting subject. I am a little bit disappointed I can't see the place, because if I see a place, a building, which has got parts of it or subjects of it which are that cool, that detailed. Look, they've even given it like mini teeth as well. I want to know where it is. It looks like it's called Vine something Wine Room or something like that. So, oh, Vine Valley. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. One thing I would do though is Photoshop out the random light up at the top here. That's a little bit, doesn't go with the coolness of this building. But in terms of capture, yeah, it's a competent capture. Is there anything special about it? No. If it was on a page of loads of pictures, would I give that? Would I stop by it? I don't think I would. Because again, it's kind of a photo which it looks like anyone could have taken. There's not kind of like dramatic lighting. Maybe this was done at night time, and there's cool light coming out of the building, or we can see the stars in the sky. That'd be amazing, but we can't. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10 for that one. Okay, your next one, Lucky Spin. Everyone, make your scores for this one. Okay, so this one is at F22 at 6 seconds that you've taken it off. I have no idea what I'm looking at. This photo was taken inside a local amusement arcade of a game involving a rotating platform. I chose a slow shutter, blah, 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 energy of the place and stuff. Cool, lots of light, bringing saturation, color, spinning. Cool, yeah. It's a cool place. It looks like it could be a little bit straighter, I think, in the background. It looks like, is there two, or is that just a reflection that I'm seeing? Is that one a reflection of that? I can't tell. That's cool. Okay, here's a question. Okay, the lighting's cool. The long exposure's cool. Is the subject interesting? Now, all these twinkly lights, a lot of people go, oh my god, that's so interesting. And I would stop by this on a kind of like a page of lots of photos. I go like, what the heck is this? Because it looks like, wow, disco party, what the heck is going on here? But in the end, it is just an amusement arcade kind of image. And it's kind of like, what's that called? Monster Jackpot. So you've taken a very cool image of something which isn't that interesting. And would it have been better from the other angle where we could have seen the score up there? I don't know. So yeah, so I suppose the angle that you've done it at is also quite a creative angle that you've done there as well. So score-wise, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10 because in the end, the subject isn't that interesting for me to really kind of hold my attention. Next one, sitting books. Okay, so in a church, you've got a low-down angle, you've got a great old person's hand, she's looking at a book. I'm guessing that's 2 people, otherwise she's like going through 2 books. No, that's probably the same person. The lighting, the exposure is good, the shallow depth of field, it gives a depth of interest. It's almost like we're viewing this from a, it's not a bird's eye view, it's not an ant's eye view. This is kind of like what lives in a church. Moths. This is like a moth's eye view. He's like crawling around on the books and he's like, oh, there's a person going to look at the book. Then they're going to come along the books and then they're going to like grab your book that you're on as you're a moth and then squish you. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Could anyone have got this? I don't think anyone could have. I don't think anyone would have either. I think the Shout Out the Field is also very good that you've done here. So you've done an F2 ISO 800. Yeah, local church fair. So yeah. A background gives a sense of place. Yes, it does. Is it interesting again? Okay, this is the thing. Is this an interesting image? I think what would be needed in this image to make it interesting is not just a hand holding a book, but a hand holding an interesting book. So let's say it was like a book about Harry Potter. You know, in a church, Harry Potter, evil, that's like devil crap. If it was a book about a young maybe it's a children's book, and you saw the oldness of this person's hands, and you think, okay, the connection of the young book, maybe she's a grandmother, and maybe she's buying the book for the person. You know, you've got to think, there's something that's needed in this photo to make me really be interested, make me see the story in this book. The story that, or the story in this picture, the story that I'm seeing just now is a person looking at some books. If the books were of interest or it has some sort of meaning, then the image would be excelled to the point of having a proper full-blooded story going on there. So, Johnny Walton, good shot, good idea, get a better subject. Last one, spotted, f3.2, 200, ISO 200. At a church fair again, two gentlemen doing a historical recreation firing muskets. Cool. Nice shot of the field. Unfortunately, we don't see the top of this person's musket. He also looks quite soft, as in it looks like it's sharp on his button, but not on his eye there. Oh, wait a minute, did I discover that last one? I did, I think. 3. You're getting 3 for that. Check, drink, everyone, good. This one, guess your score. Hope you're guessing, writing it down. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. Anyone could have taken that photo, and a lot of people might have taken it where we could actually see more of the subject, or at a better time shot. Okay, well done, Johnny Walton. Good work there. Okay, everyone, get yourself some more wine. Oh my goodness, this is the youngest person ever to send me some stuff. I am a hobbyist photographer from Washington. I'm 11 years old. 11 years old. And I recently discovered photography about 6 months ago. Through a class. I hereby give Don Burr the rights to replicate my images. Yes. Oh my god, I can't be horrible to you if you're 11 years old. On his YouTube channel and his blog, I also don't be as harsh as you can on my images. I can't be harsh. You shouldn't be watching this or drinking. I hope you're only drinking like Sunny D or something, getting hyper from it, or Red Bull. Drink Red Bull, that's good. But I have doubts if I am good enough. I enjoy taking actions, shots, and pictures of animals. I shoot mostly natural lighting, except on the occasional lamp for a small subject. I never do much editing on my photos other than colour, brightness, saturation adjustments. Okay. Right, first 11-year-old, Naomi. Right, okay, Naomi, you're taking a picture of your dog. It's so sweet, it's so sweet. Everyone, make your score. Okay, so we're going on. This is the first image of my dog Bailey jumping over an obstacle at the local agility course. Awesome, agility dog. I entered the picture in a local fair and I won first prize for my age group in the animal category. Brilliant. I think it's good because of the contrast between her fur in the sky and the motion portrayed. Yes, 11-year-old Naomi. Yes. Yeah. It's great. You've got your dog, you've got cool, low down position. You've got your dog in mid-air. Like his legs are like, wow, flying up in the air. It's cool. And like the sky's like blue and the dog's like yellowy goldy awesomeness. And you've got, it's kind of blurred. The only slight bummer is that the blur is around its face. And it's usually good to have the face a little bit less blurry. So, you know, trying maybe a little bit of a faster shutter speed. or maybe a little bit of a closer focus. So if you know where your dog is going to be, what you do is pre-focus your camera. Oh no, you're shooting on a Canon G11. Okay, so you can't pre-focus on that. Can you do a faster shutter speed? If you've got manual controls, try and do manual shutter speed so you can be a little bit faster, just so that the face is a little bit sharper. But yeah, cool shots, in action, dog's in the whole picture. It's not a wonky angle, and he's like in midair. Great timing. Oh, and his tail is blurry as well. Good work, 11-year-old Naomi. Well done. Score. I am going to give this 5 out of 10 because you've got a great image here, and it is great colours, and you've got a great angle in the sun, brilliant, well exposed, and you've got the dog in mid-action, but the head is blurry. So 5 out of 10. Good work. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, next one. Chameleon. Okay, second image of a chameleon that I took at the same fair with my first photo that won first place. Okay, yeah, keep telling me about your first place. It's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny, like a candid animal shot. I think that this one is good because of one eye looking down and the other one looking up. Like me later on, after I've had more wine, my eyeballs go different positions. And the depth of field. Okay, yes, no. The problems with this, okay, is I think you are shooting either through some glass or you have a very dirty lens. What's going on here is you've got like gunk there, a reflection there, or some hair there, gunk. Also, here, this is a shot where I would really have edited it to enhance the black, so it's a very flat image. It's a bit kind of blur. Again, if you're shooting through glass, what happens is that you lose a lot of contrast. So edit it and increase the blacks so that that bit becomes more black and becomes a bit more saturated. Also, the angle that you've got and the image that you've got is kind of a bit square and is kind of a bit not seeing the iguana. Now, I've done... did you say it's an iguana? No, a chameleon. Chameleon, iguana, same thing? No, chameleons have eyes that go different ways. Iguanas don't, I think. So here his eyeballs are kind of really cool. So this is where more of a side-on shot, or maybe if you were a little bit lower down looking up to it, you could see it like kind of coming down to the camera like a big Godzilla. That would be cool. So at this shot, this isn't really an interesting shot. I definitely wouldn't stop by this one thinking, oh, what's this? Because like chameleons are so cool. They're like dinosaurs. Shoot them as much as you can, but get a cool position, get a cool angle, really get a nice sharp shot, try and get as close to it as possible. So here, Naomi was 11 years old. I'm going to give you a 1 out of 10. Sorry, it's not that it's bad. It's just like out of 10, it gets 1. Now this one looks much more funny, much more interesting. This one's the third image I took of the horse across the road from my house. I was doing a photo shoot with her. Brilliant, and this is the best I got. Cool, disgusting, and cool. Again, I would probably work on your composition, just the fact that you've got all this like dead space up here, and yet where the gob stops, or where, oh my god, they're horrific. It's a very short space down here. So maybe if you were even lower down, and almost to the point where you don't even see it as a horse, it's just this disgusting kind of face thing going on, that'd be quite cool. I do like the funny ears going on, I do like shadow of the field, and I think the exposure is fine as well. So yeah, much more interesting shot. Would I stop by? Yes, I would. I think it needs to be edited a little bit more, you know, working on the brightness on this shot. Maybe bringing in some more blue in the background, so Adobe Lightroom would be great. Picasa, I don't think you can really do that. Picasa's free. But if you work on GIMP, which is free, you could saturate the blues, which would bring the sky out a little bit more, especially if you shot in RAW. So this one, I'm going to give you 2.5. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Just because you're 11 doesn't mean I'm not going to be harsh. Picture of a flower. Everyone make your score. Oh, it was good, it is now. Oh no, it's still good, still good. Okay, this one, it's a flower. It's really distracted by everything in the background, and because of that, you don't notice that. And the lighting on it is very dull and flat, so it's not really that interesting. It's an interesting subject, but the background distracts from it, and the lighting doesn't enhance it. So this one, sorry, gets a 1 out of 10. 1.5. That's been nice. Sweetie, it's cat. Cat shots. Okay. Everyone does cat shots. But this one's kind of cool. We're seeing the reflection of the sun. Everyone, make your score. Guess how much numbers I'm going to get. Could be interesting. Okay, it was a beautiful spring day. It is a beautiful spring day, yes. And I just took a ton of photos of her. Brilliant. Do that. Keep taking tons of photos. I think that this one is good because the lighting on her face and the focus. Focus is good. Actually, it's not. The focus is on her furry bits there. Her eye is blurred. Again, with everything, it's all about the eyeballs. Eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. Nothing else matters unless you're doing a weird kind of like photo about fur. I don't know why you would, but if it's about the animal, it's about the person, it's about the thing, it's all about the eyeballs. Here, your focus is off. It's on the fur, not on the eyeballs. The light of the sun coming down into your cat's eye is cool. I've done many cat shots as well, and I've taken it straight in their eyeball. It's amazing. In fact, that is my business card, which I don't seem to have any of. Okay, don't know where my business card is. But your cat looks like it has cool eyes. Get a macro lens, get close up in the sun, that's absolutely fine. Shoot his eyeball. Okay, so score-wise, in this one, I'm going to give you a 1 out of 10 again, but that's not because it's bad, it's because you're getting better and you're 11 years old. And I'm not distinguishing the difference of age compared to the ability of the photos, so keep working at it. Yay, Naomi. Oh, everyone, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for being too harsh. But shut up. You have to be harsh, otherwise you don't learn. Okay, let's go to the next person. Okay, so this next one, I think this will be the last one that I'll do here because I'm kind of drunk now. Oh, okay, so this one's from a Stephen Smith. He says, Mr. Dom, good man, call me Mr. Dom, I love that. First off, I would like to say you are my inspiration for shooting. Oh my god, you need to do more research because I really should be your inspiration. There's much better people out there to be inspired by. I watch all your videos on your blog and and it's absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you very much, but compliments will get you nowhere. I would love for you to critique my pictures. Okay, I will. About me, I live in California and purchased a D90 2 years ago because I love looking at nice pictures and I wanted to try and make stunning images myself. And indeed, you can do that with the Nikon D90. I am 21 years old and go to college as a medical engineer. No, mechanical engineer. Yeah, medical engineer. That'd be amazing. Okay, cool. I have a D90, 18, blah, blah, blah. I hereby give Don Barr the right to use my images in the blog and videos. Thank you very much. Okay, and to be as harsh as you like. You can even hang them on your wall if you like. Yes, oh, actually. Haha. Just kidding. Damn. Okay, Stephen. Let's get destroying. Let's see. Okay, this first one. What is this? Melinda. Right, everyone. Make your marks. Make your score. Guess what I'm going to give this out of 10. And you have to drink that amount. Okay, right, Stephen Smith, Melinda. I shot this girl at a community pool in her neighbourhood. Whew, that's a good neighbourhood. She was fun to work with and I think I had a good connection, good work. I wanted to get the girl next door look done, but still keeping it classy and appropriate for all eyes. Indeed. I feel I may have softened her too much, but when I was working on my external monitor, non-Mac screen, it looked a lot different when I viewed it on my MacBook screen. Hope you like. Okay, Melanie shot. Very good. Very good. Lighting-wise, perfectly soft, and with this is very much a glamour shot. Not so much glamour, but more like very much a beauty glamour sportswear shot here. So harsh, like I'm all about the harsh shadows and the contrast and all that kind of stuff. But for this kind of shot, you don't want that kind of stuff. You want soft lighting all over to kind of show off the body. And it looks perfect here. It looks very good. We've got great eye contact with the camera. We've got a nice cheeky little smile. We've got a nice chin down, eyes up, so we're not getting any kind of double chins here. Great body pose. We've got her doing a little bit naughty with the fingers down the pants. Ooh, I like that. Hand on the hair, which is good. You've cut it at the top. That's not a problem. I'm not looking at the top of her wrist. I'm looking at her and her body, which is kind of what this shot is about. Skin-wise, in this shot, you sent me is very small. It's only like 100 kilobytes on 119 kilobytes on disk. So, yeah, looks cool. Nice pool looking as well. What I would do is Photoshop out the crap in the background. It looks like a bird turd there and a random bogey down there. So edit those out. Also, although I really cannot tell in this highly low resolution, there's something funny going on here. So maybe work on that. But yeah, wet hair model looks great. Posing looks good. You've got good reaction there. This one, Stephen Smith, a 21-year-old in California. You're getting 8. 8 out of 10. 8. 8. Did anybody see that? Anybody see the highest score so far coming from a hot chick? Huh? Yeah. Whew. Okay, your next one. Let's have a little look at this. This one is Michelle Tran. Let's hope Tran is not short for anything else. Tran, this was Michelle's first shoot. Good work. And you've got her kind of like slightly uncomfortably on her legs, and her feet are really underneath her bum. That's kind of, and oh man, like could have done with a little bit of like armpit work there as well. Editing wise, that's where you need to work, but also kind of pre-shoot you need to kind of give some advice as well. On the top server, parking structure on campus. Cool. She lives on campus, so we were limited to locations. I used the location to try and get the urban badass look while accentuating her beauty. Unfortunately here, I'm just staring at her armpit, which has got either some like skin tones kind of going on there, or some deodorant or something. Like the colour wise going on in her armpit is distracting me, and I'm not looking at her face, which is really annoying. I really want to look at her face. In this picture, the background is more washed out than others. I took this in this location to show the parking structure. Yeah, cool, okay. Urban, what did you say? Badass urban look. It doesn't really have a badass urban look. It kind of looks like a, like, what the hell kind of weird top of a building, air conditioning units with trees in the background look. That's a common one. And lighting on her is cool. We've got the sun coming down, giving her a nice light in her hair. She's not overexposed at all, even though in this tiny image that you sent me. And her pose is really like not, I'm not digging. If it was cropped, so we were just seeing like that, but maybe if you worked on the armpits or did something there, then that would work. But it's just, whoa, that's just not comfy. If the woman's got high ass heels on, show off the elongating it gives of the calves. Here, that just looks uncomfortable and not that great. I don't think that's given any kind of smoothness or slimness to her tummy going on there. So, location-wise, yeah, that could be a cool place. Lighting-wise, you've done it absolutely fine. Model pose, not so great. And real big scribble of Stephen Smith there. Your logo sucks, or your autograph just looks like a scribble. It doesn't even look like a name. So either move that so it's down here, and that would be better. But here it's kind of like, it's almost like it's pointing. Look at her boobs. Look at her armpit. That's not what you want to look at in that picture. So score-wise, out of 10, I'm giving this 3, 2, 3, 2 or 3, 3. 3. Yeah. 2. 2. Sorry. Yeah, not as good as the last one. Okay, this one is kind of a model. Looks a bit grumpy. Going on here. Okay, but nice outfit, nice shoes, nice leading line straight into her. Everyone make your scores, and get drinking. Miranda. Okay, Miranda, there's something funky about the light or the white balance you've done her. She looks very pink. Miranda, young. This girl was young, a senior at high school, so I felt more conservative. Luke was absolutely appropriate. Yeah, absolutely fine. I wanted a senior portrait shoot. Feel to it rather than a sexy shoot. Good move. She did pretty well, but she is a newer model and thus needed a little more direction. I used the bridge as a leading line to her, and the blue dress has good contrast with the light wood and the green background. Spot on, absolutely spot on. However, the only thing is that the leading line is too much of a leading line, as in it is like all the way up to, it's like beyond half, is like 2/3 of the image is this leading line. For her as a portrait, as a senior portrait, you don't always have to have a full body shot. So I think something a bit more like, cropping in, something about there. So you're right about the contrast, the color contrast, the tone contrast. The lighting on her, I think it looks good. However, it's such a tiny resolution, I can't really tell. But you've just given me, it's almost like, oh my god, I've got a fetish over bridges and wood. Oh, and there's a girl in the background. So here, either have the leading line coming into a subject which is in the foreground, or just have a leading line to be a little bit less prominent, like that. I think that would work. Score out of 10. Gonna give this one a 4. 4 out of 10. 4 or 5. 4 or 5. Depends on what you want to drink, guys. Girls as well. Next one. Everyone, make your scores. Okay, this one is Nissan Sentra. Total not gone in 60 seconds. Was it some film where they all have like fast cars? This is my buddy's car. He asked me to do a few shots for promo pictures for his upcoming car shows. Maxed out in the HDR here, and you've edited out the number plate very well. I did an HDR effort. I don't know if you would have guessed it. Yes. But I actually used the same half of the car and flipped it so the shadows and reflections would be exactly symmetrical. Very clever. Very clever indeed. So what he's done is chopped the car in half and flipped it so it's an exactly symmetrical thing, that's cool. I like that. Angle's a simple one, but I think the HDR really made it pop. No, I don't think it did. I don't think it did, because the HDR has made the location just this orangey, browny, gooey bleh. Like the micro contrast that you've got is kind of cool, but it takes away from the awesomeness of this build, of this car. This car's got carbon fiber bonnet and like these cool like thing holes in the bonnet as well. That's cool. I think this car is cool enough to not need HDR to detract from its coolness. The angle as well, I can't tell what kind of car this is. It has no badge, it has no angle, I can't see the length of it, I can't tell whether this is a Golf or whether this is an Astra or whether it's a big ass like monster truck. There's something that's needed about the scale for me to figure out what the hell I'm looking at, which is usually an angle. But anyway, from straight on shot, cool. HDR, fine on the car, but the HDR in the background, calm it down. It's just like too much going on there. Score out of 10, 2. 2 out of 10 for that one. And last one. What the heck? Poncho Verde, green poncho. What am I looking at here? This is a random nut case. This is a random nut case walking around the Broadwalk of Venice Beach. He had a stuffed dog on his head and was slowly stripping his jacket off in front of the restaurant patio. He was a unique character, and I feel that HDR made him pop out. The thing is, this is beyond HDR. That isn't... I wouldn't say that is an HDR photo. That is a painting. That is somebody that's gone with crayons and spray cans and gone mental and created an image rather than a photo done with HDR. This is like so spunked out HDR that I can't really tell what's going on. And he doesn't pop out from the background because the background as well is just so intense and crazy and bonkers. This falls right into the HDR hole and gets 0 out of 10 for that one because of a potentially crazy subject. It's now not a photo in any way. It's now like a poster for somewhere else. No one could tell that was a photo in any way. So Stephen Smith, stay with your portraits. Stay with your girl next door portraits because you've got the angles, you've got the poses. Or that was model, that was very good. And the lighting worked correctly. Posing, angle, good, good, good. Okay, everyone. Hope you're not really drunk because I am. And that's the end. More in the future. Tell me if you like the Don Bauer photo critiquing drinking game. Because I really enjoy it. I hope you do too. Speak to you later. Hope that helps. Bye.